So, welcome to our first episode of In the Spotlight. What is your name? And do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Yeah, I'm Shannon McGee, and I live here in Valhalla. And I sell essential oils, but mostly I teach people about sort of like natural healthcare using essential oils. So if you're suffering from a headache, you can use peppermint, things like that. So I go around all over and teach classes on how to use essential oils.
So, where did you start learning how to do all of this?
So I am actually a yoga teacher as well. So I was
Oh,
using them in my yoga classes for the students just to create sort of like, it can be a calming environment or it was helping for sore muscles and things like that. So I got into it through that way and then started to bring it into the home and realized like I can get rid of a lot of like toxic things. So replacing all my cleaners and things like bug spray and things with natural essential oils was really exciting for me. So
yeah, that sounds super cool. Wow. So, did you just like self teach yourself kind of how to learn how to use all these oils and stuff? Or
well, I had actually like an oil mentor that helped to get me started, and she was just my go-to person to ask lots of questions. And then there's the company that I work for is like a really great, they have because the thing about essential oils is they're very strong and very powerful and potent. So you have to know how to use them safely. So the company that I do work for is really great about providing a bunch of free education, and there's a bunch of resources like books and apps and tools and stuff so that you can start to educate yourself. So it's really fun.
yeah, that's super cool. So, your mentor was just like a part of your company, or was it someone you like reached out to?
Well, she was just a friend of mine at the time and started, she was actually, she was a masseuse. So she was using them in her massage business and then started to bring them to yoga class with me. And she was like, you got to try these. They're just amazing for all, overall wellness and stuff. So that's kind of how I got hooked on them.
When you make your like natural repellents and like
Uh-huh.
the oils and stuff,
Yeah.
like what is the benefit of using those instead of like the ones at a store?
Yeah. So most of the stuff that you'll buy at the store, the grocery store, have really harsh chemicals in there. So they're not very good for you. They're sort of, they can be very carcinogenic. They can be hormone disruptors. They're just not very good products for you. So I definitely wanted to try a clean version. And yeah, the essential oils work really great because bugs do not like the smell of things like peppermint and cedar wood and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question actually. Like does this really work? And did you find that it was better or worse or the same as the ones at the store?
It works for sure. Yeah. So it's funny, there's a lot of oils that actually help deter bugs and that repel bugs. So you can always kind of play and see with the ones that you like the smell of, but I find after a year or so, I found a really good recipe that I use and have used for years now, and it works really well. And the best part about it is that when you use that like store-bought bug spray, it's like all sticky and it's kind of smelly and you feel like you got to shower afterwards. The oils are amazing because they're super pure and clean, like your skin doesn't feel gross, and I get so many compliments on how well it smells. So yeah. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, I definitely know that the bug spray at the store is you do not want it on you.
No. No,
Um,
and you don't want to go to bed with it. You got to shower it and take it all off before you go to bed. So
yeah. So do you sell them or do you just give them to your friends or the people that you work with? Like, what do you do with them?
so I don't sell like specifically the bug spray, but like you can buy the individual oils that go into the bug spray and make your own. So yeah, so my goal is to like sort of educate people on how you can, because cedar wood or whatever that's in the bug spray can be used for So many different things. So my goal is to teach you about like how many ways you can use cedarwood and not just in a bug spray. So if you get a bottle of cedarwood to repel bugs, well, you can use it for your skin, you can use it for hair health, like there's a lot of other uses for it. So it's kind of educating and teaching people how to use the oils for multiple different things.
Yeah. So do you have a website or some like a Facebook that you want to like tell us what it is?
Yeah. So my website is called atoneessentials.com, so which is ATONE essentials.com. And it's got, again, a bunch of education on there. You can learn about, some of the most popular oils, and then you can ask questions and all sorts of stuff.
Okay, that's super cool.
Thank you.
So do you want to show us like me the oils and all that
Yeah,
stuff?
awesome. So yeah, I usually I have like a big bottle that this is like an 8-ounce bottle, or maybe this is 4 ounces, and then I'll have like little tiny ones that I'll put in my purse and my bag and things like that. But so basically you can just fill it with water, and you can add a little bit of witch hazel to it as well. That just sort of helps to emulsify the oils so the oils can mix in the water. And then again, this is kind of where you can play with it. Like the main base for the oil is a blend, and it's called Terra Shield. So I put about 10 drops of this Terra Shield in there, and in Terra Shield is cedar wood, there's lemon eucalyptus, there's what else is in there? Lemongrass. There's a lot of anti-bug repellent bugs in that oil, so that goes in there. And then I'll add some citronella in there, which everybody knows is really good for mosquitoes or repelling mosquitoes. I'll add some basil and some peppermint, and then a little bit of geranium. Geranium's actually really potent, but it does make it smell a little more florally. And that's really good for like ticks as well. So all those go in the bottle, and then I'll shake it up and just spray, and you can kind of rub in, and you don't need a lot. Again, like I said, they're super powerful. So there's no fillers, there's no chemicals, there's no additives, there's no pesticides in these essential oils. So like they're really, really pure. So when you spray that on, you only need like 1 spray per limb, and then you just kind of rub it in, and it absorbs really quickly. And and it really works really well.
Yeah, so like when it's the same kind of consistency, I guess, as the ones you get from the store, like you can spray it out and it's like normal like that, right?
Yeah. It's just just a spray of water and the oils, and then it's kind of, you'll feel the oils because it's got that little bit, but again, they do absorb really quickly, so it doesn't leave you with that like sticky, oily feeling on your skin. So once you get it rubbed in, it's like absorbed in like 30 seconds, and then
Yeah. So do you use those oils like in any other ways? Like do you use it maybe to like if you get a bug bite, like what do you do then?
Yeah, for sure. So if you end up getting a bug bite, like if you forget your bug spray and you can use things like lavender help to sort of heal the itch, and the peppermint helps with the itch as well. So there's a lot of different after bug bite oils that you can use as well. But again, like most of those oils that I showed you have multiple different uses. So like peppermint is a good one. It's great for energy. It's great for cooling the body. It's if you're feeling like you're like overheated, you can put a little drop of peppermint like on your temples or the back of your neck. And it'll cool your body down. It's great for your digestion. So any sort of stomach upset, you can rub a little drop on your belly. So yeah, it's a really like versatile oil.
Right. So you don't make like stuff to put on after mosquito bites. You just make the ones that are for the repellent?
No, I do. I make all sorts of blends. So yeah, I have an after bug. Yeah, so you can mix together like peppermint and lavender, and then put that on your little bug bites. Yeah.
Oh, that's super cool. Do you ever come across people who don't believe that this stuff works, like oils and stuff?
Absolutely, yeah, which is good. I like us, you know, I kind of like a cynic because I like to prove them wrong. And my, you know, my husband was one of them. He was like, "What is this? What are you doing now?" And it's like, just try. And you know, he cannot sleep at night now without his little diffuser running with his oils in it. So I know they work, and you know, and it's fine. I love to help people, and I love to give them samples to try and, you know, figure out what oils works for their system and stuff and for their issues that they're dealing with. So
Yeah, because I definitely know that there's people who don't believe in oils and stuff like that. So that's why I was just
yeah.
curious. Like, does anyone talk to you about it, like other than like people you know, just like your family or friends? Like, does anyone ever like say anything on your website or Facebook?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they question it all the time, which is, it's great. The more sort of mainstream the oils come, the more science there is on them now. So there's a lot of research now that I can point people to say, look, it's not just a fad. And again, I don't really have to, you know, argue the point. I just say, just try it. It
Yeah.
can't hurt you. Just try it, and then we'll see, and then we'll talk from there. So.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if there's anything like growing up, did you do anything like did you find an interest in any of this like when you were younger or any like natural things, or was this just something that came about when you got became like older?
Yeah, it wasn't, you know, I didn't grow up in a household that was super crunchy or granola, you know, like they weren't at all like that. But when I got into yoga, probably in my 20s, as I started to get into that whole holistic lifestyle. So I think that's when I made the change, like right in end of college. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's super cool. I know because we're not like an earthy, crunchy, like we're kind of in between in
Yeah.
our house, you know, but we definitely want to start using your like the oils and stuff because I know that a lot of the bug spray that's from the stores aren't good for you. They aren't good for
Yeah,
the environment. They just
exactly.
aren't very good for people in general. So
Right.
we're very excited to hopefully we can maybe once this pandemic is over, maybe we can actually come in and see and try some stuff out with you.
Yeah. Awesome. That would
Um,
be great.
we'd love to do that. So do you want to just say again, you know, where people can find you, like
Sure.
website, Facebook? Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I have my own website, and it's www.at1essentials.com. And then I'm also on Facebook. So you can follow my page on Facebook. It's called the same thing, At One Essentials. So you can find me there. And again, that one's kind of fun too on the Facebook page, because I do post pretty much every day, like fun little protocols and recipes to try and education about the oils and stuff. So it's a good, if you're looking to sort of just research the oils but not, you know, do anything yet, you just want to dip your toe in and learn a little more, that's a great resource.
All right. Thank you so much. That was
You're
so
welcome.
interesting. And I think we'll definitely get back to you and just maybe we'll start to try to use them. But thank
Yeah,
you so much for talking to me. And yeah, thank you.
great.